Okay, thank you so much for watching so far. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe. It's just gonna help this channel grow and help you guys make the right decision in real estate. So today we're gonna talk about offer time. So I have a few people that are messaging me from YouTube right now. YouTube starts to work, right? I'm getting a few subscribers here, and I have a few people messaging me asking about the offer. What are they gonna do when they want to put an offer? And also recently I had a client that was a newer client in the game, in the real estate game. She hasn't done a deal in like 20 years. I was just patient enough to explain everything, to tell her step by step exactly how is this gonna happen. And I wanna tell you guys how this is gonna happen when you're looking to put an offer, so you know the process, and then it's gonna be easier for you. As soon as we go into that, you're just gonna know, you're gonna see the paperwork, you're gonna sign it, no problem, and then you're not gonna have that many questions. So let's start with step number one. Step number one, obviously you need to find the property you like. After you find the property you like and you say, okay, Alex, I wanna put an offer in. Step number two would be to put the offer. So what we start with is negotiation. So I'm gonna get on the call with the other agent to negotiate a deal for you, okay? So I'm gonna get a call with them and I'm gonna say, hey, like what does the seller need here? Obviously more money, but is it better if we're working on the possession? Is it better if we have less conditions? Is it better if we have higher price, right? Different terms. So there's a variety of things that you can do to make an offer better. So I'm gonna negotiate with them a little bit to see where they're at, see how much interest they have so far, and then we're gonna do an offer and we're gonna send it to them. So when I draft the offer and I make the offer, I'm gonna need from you ID. So this is third step when we do the offer. So I'm gonna need from you ID, I'm gonna need from you possession, which means when you're planning to move in. I'm gonna need from you deposit, how much you're planning to put deposit. Now deposit is a part of the down payment as well. So if your total down payment is $50,000 and your deposit is $10,000, you're gonna have to put another $40,000 as a down payment at the end, because it's all same thing. Okay, so deposit, then you're gonna have conditions, and then you're gonna have any terms, any other terms, like let's say you wanna go in, see the property, sometimes like 2 or 3 times until it closes, okay? So I'm gonna need those things, and then we're gonna write the offer. So I'm writing the offer, I'm sending you the offer to sign it. You sign the offer, sign the buyer representative agreement. We're gonna send with the offer to the seller's agent. Seller's agent is gonna look over it, is gonna send it to the seller. Seller's gonna say, how much did you offer? $1 million? Well, I want 1.1. It's gonna send it back with 1.1, okay? After that, we're gonna look at it, we're gonna say, no, we want 1 point whatever, 1.05, right? So then we send it back again. So we negotiate with the offer. We can negotiate this on the phone as well. But then after they accept the offer, they have the offer accepted, they send it to us, signed. We have to initial sometimes a few changes that were made. After that, the next steps are deposit. So you're gonna have to go to the bank, you're gonna do a deposit, you're gonna do or a bank draft or a wire transfer. I'm gonna send you the details. It's very easy, straightforward. You go to the bank and you say, hey, I wanna do a bank draft. You're basically gonna get a check from them. That check, you're gonna bring it to their bank, to the seller's bank, to the seller's brokerage bank. So that check goes in trust, doesn't go in seller's hands, okay? So it goes in trust until your offer is conditional. So if your offer is conditional for 2 weeks, it's gonna stay in brokerage's seller trust for 2 weeks, okay? After that, you're gonna send a picture to me of the check and of the receipt to say, hey, I send this to them, I deposited, it's all good. Okay, next steps after that is conditions. So you can have 3 conditions on that offer when we send it. So you can have financing, you can have condo docs condition if it's a condo, and you can have inspection, okay? Or you can have no condition. If you have no condition, as soon as you send the deposit in, it's not refundable anymore. The deal is firm. It's done deal. But if you have condition, as soon as you put the deposit down and you have a condition for 2 weeks, let's say you have financing condition and then your bank says, listen, I cannot give you the money anymore, you know, your credit doesn't look the same, you lost your job or something like that, then you can say, hey, I lost my job, bank is not giving me money anymore, I want to not waive the condition, because as soon as you waive the condition, the deal is firm. So you say, hey Alex, I want to get my money back, I want to get my deposit back, the bank is not going to give me money for financing, so I want my money back. So then I'm going to send to you a non-waiver that's going to give you the money back. It's going to give you the deposit back. That's only in the case that the bank says, hey, you cannot do financing, you lost your job, there's some big issues, something like that, along those lines. Or you do an inspection and the property comes back, there's issues with the foundation. You got to fix $50,000, you got to put in. So if that happens, you got to go to the seller and say, hey, I want $50 back, or you fix the foundation. If the seller says no, you can say, okay, I don't want to go through with the deal. Then you get your money back, okay? So this is why, at this point, this is why we do pre-approvals. This is why I want to make sure you are pre-approved before you go into an offer. Before we go and look at properties, I'm going to send you to my mortgage broker. I'm going to send you to my mortgage team that are going to make sure you're pre-approved, you're ready to go before we go into an offer, so there's no surprises. So as soon as we get into a deal, we get into a contract, the bank is not going to come back and is going to say, actually, now that we double-checked everything about your job and about you and about your score and everything and your history, you cannot get a $600,000 home anymore. You have to get a $300,000 home, right? So those are the conditions. So after the conditions are satisfied and you're happy and everything is back, inspection is okay, condo fees are okay, financing is okay, then you say, listen, Alex, I want to waive the conditions. So I'm going to prepare some documents. I'll send you a document that says we're going to waive financing, we're going to waive condo docs, and we're going to waive inspection. As soon as you're going to sign that, oh, you're so funny. Ugh. So as soon as you're gonna sign the waiver that it's waived, the conditions are waived, then the deal is firm. So what does that mean? If now you want to back out after you sign that, you cannot anymore. You're gonna lose your deposit. Okay? So you cannot back out anymore. Deal is firm. You're gonna take possession of the property on the possession date you put on the contract. Odie, you crack me up, Odie. So after the deal is firm, so now the property is yours. Now you just have to wait until the possession time to get your property. So 10 days before possession, you're gonna have to meet with the lawyer and sign some documents and pay the lawyer. So these are a few things that you have to go through. So you're going through the offer, you're going through the conditions. I'm gonna connect you with a condo docs reviewer, inspector. I'm gonna connect you with the mortgage broker, and I'm gonna connect you with the lawyer. So with the lawyer, you meet the lawyer, you sign some documents that you have to sign face to face. You can sign them if you're in another city as well, but you have to let us know from before, okay? So you're gonna sign the documents with the lawyer 10 days before. You're gonna make sure you're gonna go on the title and it's all good. So lawyer fees are gonna cost you roughly around $2,000 depending on the property. And after those 10 days, you're gonna get possession. Roughly 7 to 10 days they're gonna call you to sign before that. So when you get possession, in that day, I'm gonna get a phone call from the seller's lawyer that's gonna say, hey Alex, we received the funds, we have the money, your buyer is okay to take possession, it's all good, you can go, give him the keys, keys are released. Usually between 12 and 4 p.m. we're getting that message. I'm gonna meet you at the property, I'm gonna bring a champagne, we're gonna celebrate, and then the property is yours. So these are all the steps to do an offer. It's very easy, very straightforward. I've been through this process thousands of times. I was about to say millions. It wasn't millions, but it's getting to close to 1,000 probably. So I've been through this process a lot of times, and don't worry, it's easy, it's straightforward, and I can lead you through all of it. I can just show you step by step. If you have any questions about it, you can just ask me, no problem. With that, guys, if any of you are interested in investing in Calgary, multifamily, land properties, or you're looking for a flip, send me a text below. I have an off-market multifamily group, I have an off-market land group, and I have off-market flipper group. So send me a text, I'll put you on the group. And with that, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.